Hey everyone, I am Playoff Beard. This is not Zekent.
I am Zekent.
Okay, you are Zekent. We can't manage to get in the same place at the same time. Zekent is at DreamHack in Valencia, Spain, along with Evilfin and some other people, but I'm very happy to have Ubal Andre here. Hello, Ubal Andre.
Hello, thank you for having me.
For anyone who's new, who might be watching us from the Twitch homepage, this is a stream for Vainglory. They say it's the MOBA perfected for touch. It's basically a MOBA for iOS and Android devices, 100% cross-platform. We have team members, they came from all over the place, Riot, Blizzard, all over, because they wanted to make like the game they wanted to play on mobile devices, and it's kind of an unapologetic core game, this MOBA that is Vainglory, and we'll be showing you lots of matches today. We have some team battles. We're probably going to do some viewer games. We're going to do some ice giveaways, which is the paid currency for the game. We have a couple reveals, one thing that some people may have seen if they've been paying attention to the news that's been coming out, and another thing that no one's seen, which is a skin reveal. But to kick it off, it was kind of an interesting morning. I think you were a little more on the ball than me. I woke up to like everything blowing up on my phone everywhere, where they're like, yeah, PewDiePie is like doing a pub crawl of Vainglory streams, playing with various streamers. I heard you actually made it into the TeamSpeak.
Yeah, it was definitely a hilarious morning. Worth waking up at an ungodly hour to be a part of that.
All right, so he went on autocorrect stream, he went on Shinkaigen stream. When I caught him on Jetpack stream from Team Red, and there he was playing Taka and was just like,
always all the boxes.
I'm a box, and then these crazy jukes. It was really fun. I'm sure there'll be a video or something coming out of that. I don't know what people are gonna do, but keep an eye out for that. That was a fun morning to be sure. Any like special memories that were formed?
I don't know. Watching him play, I felt like he played Taka before, so I don't know if he's like got some maybe a Smurf account somewhere. He was doing stuff that you wouldn't think a newbie player would be doing.
All right, so that was fun. We were not in great focus. There we go. That's better. So I think one thing we should talk about before we get into the games and the reveals and all of that is a lot of people have been asking about the Vainglory Worlds tournament in Korea. So we had qualifier tournaments through the ESL and the VGL. Teams from all over the world qualified to be flown to Korea for the first Worlds Invitational, the first kind of tournament to decide who's the best players in the world. And a lot of people have been saying, where is this? Is this being streamed live? The reason it's not being streamed live is because OGN is actually putting this on Korean television as episodes of Korean television. So this time around, I'm sure there'll be live streamed events in the future. This time around, it's Korean television episodes, which is kind of crazy to think about how far we've come in such a very short period of time. But there will also be VODs or streams on OGN, so keep an eye out for that. You'll be able to see every match from that tournament in its entirety as we kind of declare the first champion of the world in Vainglory. But we do have some photos that people have been sending who are on site, like the Real Crawl at the Shred, a bunch of, Domo Furious, a bunch of people on the ground along with autocorrect there. So show us some photos of Korea, if you would. All right, there's the press kit. That's the press kit. All right, so there's like the press conference, I think. Chainsaw's there too, just talking about the game in Seoul. What else do we have here? More of the same with better lights. You can see kind of the press is there to cover it. I can see Invincible Armada's logo on the side. They're setting up where the players are going to play. So this is just kind of quite legit. So, all right, let's keep going. What else you got here? Oh, there's the back room where they're setting up the 4K, like 8 camera angle position stuff. So this is one of the things I'm most looking forward to coming out of the Korean TV episodes is like they don't just have the typical overhead bird's eye view of the MOBA. They actually have 8 different camera positions, like when you watch an NFL game on ESPN where they have the cameras on the wires. So that should be really fun to see. What else we got here? All right, that's one of the gamer chairs. So I guess that's a setup with the iPad Air 2. And people getting ready to watch a match.
I think that's the match being shoutcasted.
All right.
It's hard to tell what's on those screens back there.
All right, let's keep going. See what, all right, yeah, so there's the caster desks. This was in at least 4 languages. All right, what else? Oh, there's Invincible Armada, so there's one of the teams. So just like, it's kind of a pretty cool production, so I was happy to see that. You got anything else?
Yeah, I think we have 2 more.
Very cool. Oh, and there's like all the players after one of the days of the event. So it's like best of 3 elimination tournament. So keep an eye out. You'll definitely be able to see all those matches. But I don't even know the results yet. I've been trying to not, be spoiled. I encourage all of you to not be spoiled. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, that's it with the photos. Hello, here we are again. If you joined us late, this is not Z Kent. This is Ubo Andre today.
I'm going to say that I am Z Kent because I think it's funny.
You can do that too. So what we have for matches is we got a few team battles set up. We have just like all guilds that have both a competitive and a casual component to them. And I don't know what we're going to get today. We'll have to see if they go really try hard or not. So we have Vertigo, which is the complete spectrum of talent, really. Predators, who's all over VGL, and then Ardent, which everyone knows, or everyone's getting to know. That has people like Flash in it, and Mish, who are really, really high elo, Shin Kaigen, Lady Wabish, really high elo, all the way to, just people who are having fun, being really positive members of the community, like Brizzle McFizzle and stuff like that. So nice. I think they have like one head-to-head match, and then the winner is going to play, the remaining team. So, all right, we can kick this off and play a match. And we'll talk about things as we go. But there'll be ice after every match. Oh, thanks, Wolf Hands. Couldn't tell me Predators couldn't make it. That's fine, because it looks like we're getting the try-hard players, which is great. So that's Ardent with Flash X, I Love Joseph, and Mish, who are all, I think all 3 are Vainglorious, the highest skill tier of Vainglory. If you're new to the game, you can type !download or !Vainglory. Get the download links. It's free-to-play MOBA, iOS and Android. So do that if you need links to download the game. And we can go ahead and kick this off. You can let Wolf Fans know that we're ready to go. All right.
He heard.
So they're going to pick, for anyone who's brand new, 3v3 MOBA. Typically the meta, we have 1 in lane, 2 in jungle. We have various capture and hold objectives on the map. You want to talk a little bit about those?
You have the minion miner that will buff your lane minions, help you take down turrets. There's the middle objective called the gold mine. You generally wait for that to fill up, and then you capture it.
I love how in one of those OGN videos, like it's got like the subtitles, it's in Korean, and it's like, when the pizza pie is full, then take the gold mine. If it is just a slice of pizza, you don't want to get it yet. It's actually quite smart. This is a smart way to think about it. But oh, Khaleesi's here. Lots of representation from all over the world. This is fun. I'll try to keep at least one eye on chat. But,
we can explain more about the game as you see the map.
Much
easier to talk about.
All right, they locked in. So we have on one side Adagio, Vox, and Glaive. Talk a little bit about that hero comp, what you might expect. Probably going to see a support Adagio out of that. And on the other, a Jewel, Taka, and Fortress. So kind of the very in vogue team right now.
Yeah, I'm curious to see where this Adagio is going to go. I prefer him in lane, but I know a lot of high elo players just play him as a regular support. He is really good at just negating enemy harass. However, this Fortress, since his B does, is it % max health damage, I believe it is?
For the people asking, yeah, this is completely live. We have no idea what's going to happen in these games. It could be a giant train wreck. It could be fantastic, but it should be entertaining either way. Yeah, so one thing if you're new to the game, pretty much every hero can be played different ways. You can build them Crystal, which is like AP, is ability based. You can build them Weapon, which is basic attack, auto attack based, or utility, tank. You can kind of adapt the hero to your playstyle in a lot of cases, as well as, just kind of mixing it up. You see a lot of kind of innovation with the meta. So, all right, so Jewel versus a Vox in the lane. Vox can be played jungle or lane, so can Jewel. What are you looking for from that matchup?
I expect this Vox to get ahead, since this Jewel missed a Thunderstrike, not to be overly critical. But yeah, the Jewel went for a early jungle counter invade, it seemed, and didn't get anything out of it.
For the people asking, this is Vertigo in blue and Ardent in red. So Team Vertigo in blue, Team Ardent in red. All right, for the people who might not be familiar, you're seeing, so there's a tier 3 Adagio skin that FlashX has there. The skins in Vainglory, you can buy the first tier of a skin with ice, which is the paid currency, or, save up cards for it. But basically, the first tier you can buy, but then to get the tier 2 and the tier 3 of the skins, which just gets progressively cooler and cooler, you have to actually collect cards that you drop from the end of matches or that you get from ice or glory boxes, glory being the currency that you earn in the game. So, yeah, you have to play the game and collect cards, and by collecting those cards, you will be able to get the different tiers of skins.
We have Sugar Venom here.
Hello, Sugar Venom. I was like, who's going to sneak behind me here? I have no idea. Feel free to come say hi. I'm glad you're here because we will reveal a skin later that I'm sure you can speak to, which is very, very cool. All right, so again, Ardent in red. We have Vertigo in blue. Beowulf now almost walking headlong into Team Ardent.
There's a very interesting positions that these guys keep putting themselves in. I don't know why red isn't just farming.
So this is, so the problem with this, where this kind of the brinksmanship, maybe they're thinking of trying to pull something cool off because they're on the stream, but really if you're just doing stuff like that, you're wasting time, you're not farming. It's definitely the team that's going to be able to farm better, get more gold, get better items, relatively, I don't know that I would say even talent in this match, but it's close enough that whoever farms better is going to have more gold. It's going to have an advantage and is going to be able to parlay that into, a lot more kills in this match.
Sometimes it's just not worth to go hunting for players.
Yeah, so especially early on when they're not necessarily worth that much for a kill. All right, so I love Joseph doing his thing. This is the first skirmish here, and there's a nice clutch escape by Mixi. So Mish able to use an afterburn to get over the wall and escape. The rocket leap comes across and misses, but does set him up for some thunder strikes. Now we see a lot of damage being put out here as Taka's got a lot of damage on I Love Joseph, but it's turned into a 3v1. He's able to secure a kill. Can he get out? He's going to be able to get another Kaku up now. That's 7 seconds. That's a long time to wait, but he might be able to get to the safety of the turret and at least save the ace. A nice afterburn knockback gets him within range of Adagio, who finishes him off. I think Glaive actually secured the kill. He does go down to the turret at the end, but at least they got the kill before that happened. That's the part where you say things that you observed.
I don't know where to start. I thought that Taka was going to wreck that Glaive because he used the flip Kaku.
Yes.
Is that the A?
Kaku? No, Kaitan is the A.
Kaitan.
Kaku is the box.
He followed Glaive over the wall.
It's not like you test this game or anything.
I know, but I don't have to...
You're basically a game designer at this point.
I don't have to say the name. To me, it's Taka __A and Taka _ B.
All right, so you're a little too deep in the code, though.
Said maybe they were just stalling past the early game because of Taka and Fortress.
That's possible. So Taka Fortress, very strong early game combo. We're looking at trying to set up a gank here. Once again, the rocket leap comes a little too far. Ooh. Doesn't secure the stun, but does pick up the kill as all three members get there. So if you're not familiar with Fortress, he can put a prey mark on the enemy that lets the nearby allies accelerate to that target. So that's what helped the other members get there in time to secure the kill, even though the rocket leap missed the stun.
I wouldn't say early game ends before someone hits level 8. Once you have people able to overdrive, then you've made it out of the early game. But I think red team is still in danger of like the early game Fortress Taka power. All right, so 3v3 so far. Talk a little bit about what you're seeing either from the comps or the item builds. What stands out to you? A lot of red on Team Ardent, that's for sure. A lot of red across the board here. Yeah, this pretty much the standard meta. You have your two laners going very heavy offense. You have your one support in the jungle, where in this case is Fortress and Adagio. Both are... Adagio's kind of building defense for himself. I think he might be trying to make an Atlas Pauldron for... So Ardent trying to sneak a gold mine here. They're going to be exposed as they're taking aggro from the gold miner, but it looks like Vertigo too slow to respond. That is going to be a payout for red team. But to avoid confusion, there is no Ardent in this game. Ardent. Team Ardent. Oh, that's team confusing. Ardent. You can't avoid confusion now. I can call them red and blue if you prefer. No, call them their names. It's just... Did not know.
All right, so we see some armor starting to be built. So for the people who are newer to the game, when you pull up the scoreboard or you're watching on the spectator, when you see a lot of red being built, you want to build bronze to counter build defense. You want to build armor against weapon, which makes basic attacks stronger. If you see a lot of blue on the board, you want to build yellow. You want to build shield, which help mitigates that ability power damage. But really, since the last couple updates, Vox is being played a lot more weapon than Crystal. We have the support Adagio, and then the Glaive also going. He's got a fountain, of course, but is going weapon as well. So we'll see. We should see a lot of armor in this match. So here comes Akaku, rigs all the way out now, runs right in the middle of the team. They switch targets, so a little bit of a lack of focus. They get caught with a wait for it, and now Mixi is all over Rick. He's looking for a target he can kill. So what happened there is the slow from Adagio able to keep Fortress within range, pick up the kill. What did you notice out of that fight?
Just great positioning, great reaction. Vox was able to silence the enemy team before they could do more gap closers and ultimately kill him.
All right, looks like the first turret is going to go down here. Obviously, if you're brand new to this, you have to march down the lane, you have to destroy all of the turrets, and you have to destroy the Vein Crystal.
Oh my god.
Oh, the bug happened! That is hard to pull off. I don't know if that is on the scavenger hunt list. Here, let me pull up. People can look at the scavenger hunt list. I'm not sure if fans put it on there, but that is difficult bug to pull off. So he managed to hit him probably with a Kaitan flip just as he was.
Him. He ulted him.
He X-Retsu'd. So he X-Retsu'd him just as he recalled and flew back with him, ended up in the enemy team base. Wow, I don't see that too often, but that is funny. I hope we don't fix that bug. It's
a weird bug to fix. Everything's working. You've targeted the person, and by the time your ability fires, that person has moved. It's just as if you were moving, like walking from point A to point B.
My goal is still to pull that off one day where I'm able to put a scout trap in the enemy base so that, like, I have vision on when they recall all match long.
The platform will actually nuke the scout trap. I tried that.
It will?
Yeah.
Oh, that's disappointing.
Nukes the scout trap.
All right. So we have Ardent now up 5-3. They have control of the gold mine, so blue team has to wrestle that back away. Otherwise, it'll just continue to pay out to red team as when it fills up all the way. You can see the little sundial or pizza in the middle of the map, and that indicates where the gold miner is. They've also put a minion candy on the gold miner. That's kind of an advanced tactic that you see, where that's something you can buy in the shop that will buff minion. It's really designed for the lane minions to help you push, but more and more it's being used to make that gold miner stronger to help fend off the enemy team trying to take the gold miner away.
It's not a huge difference, but every bit helps when you're defending that gold mine.
All right, Arden's starting to feel it, so now they're starting to counter jungle a little bit, getting in the other side, seeing what extra gold they can steal.
And you notice these scout trap placements, they generally don't hit people, but you place them there so you can see your jungle spawning, kind of help you remember the timing and get your flow going.
It's important for vision, so scout traps provide vision until they're walked on. It's important for vision, but it's also important for certain heroes who can make plays over walls if they have that vision. So in this match, that's a Glaive. You see that a lot with Akashka. Taka or Fortress can do it as well, but if you have the vision over the wall from that, here comes Fortress. He thought about it. He put the prey mark on I Love Joseph, but backed off. Probably no one can kite better and kind of escape for themselves than Vox. He's able to create distance while putting those kind of triple basic attack hits on at the same time. So unless you really have an angle there, you don't want to just pursue him, because that's what you see people do all the time. They just chase after Vox, and Vox just keeps putting damage on him, Sonic zooming away, and they end up just killing themselves in pursuit.
So blue team does not even challenge the gold mine.
So that pays out again.
300 gold. I honestly don't know what blue team is thinking. They had this very strong early game comp, but they kind of squandered it.
All right,
now
so
we've hit mid late game.
3K gold lead now. That is going to be a problem for sure. We will have ice giveaways after this match. We will have reveals as the stream goes on, so stay tuned for that. Mixi now looking for something. Flash X along the top. So, of course, with Glaive, he wants to see if he can afterburn and knock someone back into the enemy team. He's looking for an angle. He doesn't quite have one yet. Now he's within risk of splitting himself off. Thunderstrike comes out, the flash, and there is a burst of judgment.
Did it go off, or did he get stopped?
It might have gotten stunned right at the very last second.
Oh,
Mish can only push away Beowulf. He's now fully committed, going all the way in as he's taking turret damage, but now he's got the ace buff, and yeah, with the ace buff, he's going to barely live, and they're going to be able to take down another turret. So Ardent, you know, busting out their kind of Vainglorious tier, try-hard team, and it's going quite well for them.
In that situation, it wasn't the ace buff that saved him, it was his fountain. Because when you get shot by turrets, the ace buff is cancelled. So I think he was just banking on that fact. Aggressive reaction from blue team, but they just seem so afraid of red team that they don't really want to commit to anything. And until this point, I didn't see anything that was too scary from Vox or Glaive, really.
But now they're just going to be able to grab extra jungle farm out of the enemy team's side.
Yeah.
You can see all of the red mines that are out, all of the scout traps that are out, just kind of gaining vision dominance around the map. They're just pretty much have things where they want them at this point. Really, the decision now is when do they want to start taking the minion mines. They're in a position to hard push. The counterpoint to that is that it does feed the enemy team more gold, help them get back into it. At this point, you could even see blue trying to stall here a little bit and try to get everyone leveled out at level 12 at least, so that they're not fighting a huge disparate gold advantage and a level advantage at the same time.
Oh,
but obviously Adagio isn't going to wait for that. Kaku comes out from Rix to create some distance. They go back in now. A nice afterburn creates distance. Flash is just looking for his target of choice. Vox putting the hurt on Jewel. They turn now on Beowulf, who gets caught, and he goes down. There's a big red button that just completely deletes a member of the enemy team.
No, the big red button was, it didn't do anything.
Explain.
Well, Taka's on blue team. You saw Taka get blown up in the middle of a allied big red button. But since this Jewel is going red, big red button isn't a huge factor.
It's true. Really, at this point, when you build red, it's more the Thunderstrike that almost becomes the ultimate.
Yes.
That's the real damage source.
Thunderstrike is extremely powerful.
And it's fun to play. If you've ever played a really, really heavy weapon Jewel, you just see those last hit indicators. It's just like massive amounts of the health bar. It's a really fun. I actually prefer weapon Jewel for sure, especially since the last update.
So, I still don't know why blue team is so afraid of red team. They're now losing more team fights, but I think that's just because they're unwilling to commit to anything. Jewel is, I think, the biggest.
So Ardent right now, they're camping out in the gold mine pit at 15 minutes. The Kraken spawns, and you can tell they're going to just insta-take the Kraken before blue team can respond. This is probably going to trigger the end sequence of the match, whether it's on this fight or the next. We'll see. Can they get there in time? They better hurry.
No.
The Attack of the Pack comes out way too late. It's not going to matter. So for anyone, now this fight on their terms, Beowulf gets stunned from the Burst of Judgment. He goes down as well.
They shouldn't have even gone near there if they had suspected a Kraken.
At that point, you either have to be all over that from the beginning so that you're actually doing the team fight while Kraken is aggroing the enemy team, or you just give it up because you just end up in a situation like that where you neither get Kraken and you just get caught in a 1v3, and it's just bad all the way around. They might not even need the Kraken by the time.
Yeah, it's not even the 1v3. If they take the Kraken, they have the healing buff. So while they're fighting him, they have to fight all the items they have, all those heroes, and deal with that heal, which is not something.
All right, so a lot of people, when they think about Ardent, they think about all these kind of positive members of the community who came together. If you want to hear more about that, you can listen to the Shadow of the Vein podcast episode with Brizzle McFizzle.
Those guys are awesome.
So people don't necessarily think like try-hard VGL quality team, but they should, because they have a smaller contingent of Vainglorious tier, really, really good players, and you saw them get busted out here in this match. Any final thoughts on the item builds while I switch to doing some ice?
It really just looks like Red Team was afraid the whole time, and I have no idea why. Jewel was building armor. Taco was even building armor. They should have just focused more on offense and pushed the early game advantage. Jewel, I feel, is very strong late game, so they could have balanced that out. But Red Team just did what they did and played the meta and stopped them.
All right, did you have an MVP of that game?
I think the MVP was probably the Adagio. Saw a lot of good heals and a lot of well-placed Warhorns. The Atlas Pauldrons hit their targets almost every time.
All right, so then let's do Flash X to win ice, all caps. Type Flash X to win ice. So ice is the in-game currency for people who don't know. It's the paid currency for Vainglory. You can use it to unlock heroes. You can use it to unlock tier 1 skins. So if you want to win ice, make sure you're following the channel. You have to be a follower of the channel to be eligible. We'll give that a minute. You can go ahead and finish that.
I don't look at the chat when the ice happens.
Oh yeah, because it just burns your brain?
Yeah, it would explode me, so no.
All right, just type it once. It doesn't accomplish anything after that. We'll give that a minute. We're going to be doing 500 ice, 3 winners of 500 ice per match. So that's good. That's a lot. If you joined us late, I'm Playoff Beard. I'm here with Ubel Andre. Z-Kent is in Spain for DreamHack.
Yes.
And we're doing matches. We're going to do some viewer games in here, I would think.
Are we?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if it's tap me, just grab people out of the chat. We'll see what happens.
It's exciting.
Yeah, why not? Why not do it? And we have reveals coming up too. So stick with us. This is Vainglory. It is a MOBA for iOS and Android. It is a very core game. So
very fun game.
Download it. It's free. You can't go wrong there. All right, 3 winners of 500 ice. The first winner, do you want to?
Yes, I do.
Let's delegate the reading to
Trap Turtle VG. You
have
lucky
to come
turtle.
say hi. People can't even see who the voice is.
All right.
It's Sugar Venom.
Okay.
Who does
Trap
all the
Turtle
lore,
VG.
wins 500
Congratulations.
ice. All right, Trap Turtle VG, I am sending you a message.
Trap Turtle.
I never would have seen that.
Twitch, you have to reply to
You
this
didn't see Trap
message
Turtle?
I didn't see Trap Turtle.
with your
So
player
sad.
name if you want your ice. Okay, next is
Rolling.
Okay, Scent Pain 13.
That one was easy. I could have guessed that one.
Well, then you should have elbowed me or something.
Scent
yeah,
Pain
next time I will.
13. Congratulations.
Congratulations,
Sending
Scent Pain
you-
13. I have so many questions. Scent Pain. Does he send pain? Was he sent pain? Is he 13?
I think it was Scent Pain.
Final winner this round, so you can stop
Are you
saying
gonna
Flash
say it?
X now.
Square Monkey?
No, Squirm Monkey.
It was-
Squirm. It's a squirmy monkey.
Oh!
God, alright.
There's one M,
I'm
man.
gonna go get water.
This is hard.
Congratulations, Squirm Monkey. You win 500 ice.
Reading is so hard.
But we need your player name. I just sent you a message on Twitch. There you go. So before the next game, did we want to show off this this video that got shown in Korea as part of the Worlds?
Which thing?
The thing with the thing spinning around?
Oh, the thing spinning around? Okay. We can do the thing spinning around. I need to find the thing spinning around.
All right, so, oh, God, that was perfect timing. It's like I sensed your presence. Come say hello.
What's up? Check it out, the jersey from Korea.
So sick.
Oh, that's nice. So, of course, for anyone who doesn't know, this is our art director, Chainsaw. Come on in so the camera can focus on you since
Oh,
you're
my
the
goodness.
Oh my
prettiest,
God.
the prettiest one,
Oh my lord.
for sure. So,
Pretty for a kaiju.
so something happened in Korea.
Yeah.
There was a small unveil, just a small tease, but maybe you can illuminate, maybe you can add a little bit more to your thinking around this as we go. Should we show it?
Yeah, sure. Let's take a look at what we've got.
Alright.
My transitioning skills are not that of Zekent level, so Do forgive me.
Oh, the pylon.
Bam!
The pylon's amazing. All right. All right. It is
go.
a short video of. What are we looking at?
We're looking at Sky.
And Sky is.
Sky will be our next hero. I wish I could describe her more to you. You're just gonna have to go off of the artwork, because currently, Ciderhelm, I, and Captain Nito and Alex are all just punching each other out in order to get this thing going. So.
What were your kind of influences, your inspiration for the character?
Well, the main thing is it started off really with. This is a shout out to OGN for really welcoming us to their, sporting family, and they were so nice to us, and they took such good care of us in Korea that I thought I might want to do a character that was dedicated to them, and this is it. She's inspired by all the things that I liked when I was a kid, and that means mechs. It also means mechs, and it means mechs.
My favorite.
His favorite too. Don't worry, like you Archer, Wizard fans, things there's a lot of stuff in the back burner, but right now, I was just really excited to design this character.
All right, so I think that's all you're going to give us today?
Yeah, that's all I'm going to give you today. Like I said, we're still in fierce negotiations when it comes to the gameplay design, which we always are when it comes to this sort of stuff. But we'll let you know that when she does come out, she'll feel good. She'll have a lot of options. I'll say that much.
All right. Did you want to stick around for a game, or do you have to run?
I have to run because
it's always so short.
Because we need to make sure that the next update goes out on time and it's totally ready for you guys. And
all right, so more skins, more
skins,
cards, more features.
The ones you've been crying out for, at least one.
Well, we've confirmed, right? Taka's coming.
Yeah.
Taka skin coming in the next update.
There's like a couple special things we're doing with that one.
All right, very good.
All right.
Thank you for stopping by.
See you guys.
All right, that was Chainsaw, art director, giving us a very kind of first look at the next hero
I am so excited.
of Vainglory. One other thing that is coming, I don't know the exact time frame, but I'm very, very happy about this, is actual team affiliation is coming to Vainglory.
Yes.
So that's something that's being worked on as we speak. So whether you're Gangstars or Unknown or Invincible Armada, whoever you are, you're going to have proper team affiliation in the game with kind of super evil twist and bells and whistles and stuff. So keep an eye out for that in future updates. But
it'll be
looking
big.
forward to that as well.
Can't miss it.
All right. Very, very good. So that is one of the reveals. We still have a skin reveal coming later in the broadcast. Should we do, let's see, or we do another, let's see. All right, are we ready for the next game?
We are ready for the next game.
All right,
so
after
let's,
this, maybe we'll do a viewer game in there somewhere, but we have now, all right, looks like we're going to get Lucky 13 against Ardent, which should be good. I mean, Lucky 13 is legit players, so.
banning phase.
All right, we'll see who they ban, but yeah, we'll do another match. We will do some more ice, and at some point we'll make sure to get a viewer game in there for sure. Maybe we'll put you on the spot and see if you fail horribly, because that's
failed
always
last
fun.
time horribly. It was
All right.
not so spectacular.
Are we even playing back?
I love how only Wolfhands is talking. All right, so we have a glaive ban.
Wow.
They do not. So Lucky 13 does not want to see a repeat of that last game, I suppose.
Okay, they don't want to see picks.
All right, go back to the big cam, and we'll wait for them to get fully into Hero Select, or fully through Hero Select, and then we will go.
Who does the other team ban?
All right, we'll see. We'll wait for that to happen. If you joined us late, we're just playing some games, having some fun, doing some reveals for Vainglory. It is on iOS and Android. It is a free download, so go ahead and grab that. It's on the App Store. It's on Android.
So we see a Glaive ban and a Taka ban here. And now the picking phase that you don't get to see.
All right, so while we wait for that, Sugar Venom,
What?
are there any subtle hint you want to give us on what reveal might be coming later on?
Is subtlety my strong point?
So she says, I don't know if you hear it from the mic, is subtlety my strong point, she said.
What am I allowed to say? Everybody should stick around because we're going to be showing you something cool.
Yeah!
That's it?
And
That's what we're getting?
And I'm going to tell you the story.
You're going to tell us
There's
a
going to be
story,
story
though.
time with me.
That's good. I want story time with
Yeah.
Sugar Venom.
All right, they picked.
Preferably in focus.
Why do you seem so sleepy?
That's interesting.
Yes, you do. You're kind of,
I have to
low today.
more of the time. It's
Should I
like
be
I'm too
shoutcasting?
energetic. Sure. Absolutely.
He was up early to watch the,
PewDiePie.
yeah.
Oh, really? How'd it go?
It was awesome.
I missed it. I only got there at the very end of him with Shinkagen. So exciting.
Yeah, if people didn't hear,
Man.
like, that was me waking up this morning to my phone exploding because PewDiePie was doing, like, a pub crawl of Vainglory live streams.
Andre playing?
No, I'm spectating.
Oh.
Oh, we have Vertigo again. All right, so we have Vertigo and Lucky 13. They've been playing on Vertigo TV. It's been pretty even. I think they've gone 1-1 on Vertigo TV. So hopefully this will be a close match. We'll see what happens
my God.
here. We have blue team going in early, Fortress on Fortress.
Very intense early game. What is everybody going to do?
It's almost like they're almost going to commit. This
No.
is kind
Oh,
of
that's it.
bizarre.
Oh,
Finally,
they got
Glaive
him.
goes in and they are able to catch Fortress out and secure a kill, turn it into 2. It's a very rough opening for red team after kind of a silly standoff.
You know what? Wow, that Fortress is taking a lot of damage here. I was going to say they should camp this jungle, because I love doing that. I think it's hilarious. But they will get pushed out, because they cannot take a fight right now.
All right,
I
so
think-
talk to me about the differences in these team comps and what you're looking for.
Blue is kind of gimmicky with the lane glaive. It has been proven to be effective by who? Who did that?
Oh, come on,
ESL?
Coldamique, Best Celeste EU.
Best Celeste to you? Okay. It was very effective, but you have to be very good to do it. Not saying these guys aren't very good, but
In the combination of Akashka, Fortress, and Glaive.
yeah, I just don't know. I mean, the gank is going to be really strong, but I think late game, this Jewel will be just too much of a powerhouse.
All right, on the other side, we have a Fortress, Akashka, and a Jewel. Any thoughts on that comp?
I like this comp a bit more, just because it's more standard. However, I am hoping that the lane glaive does something awesome.
Wolfman says you can out of.
Yeah, sure, we can do that. Have a winner's match for sure.
Yeah, blue team is definitely taking advantage of their early game domination. That Fortress takes a lot of damage from those scout traps. And now this Koshka, man, they're in just such a bad spot right now. Fortress is forced to be... Oh, he doesn't. I think he feels it's safe to go continue his jungle route, but blue team, Koshka, and Fortress are out farming them by a decent margin. I think if they decided to invade on red team, they would come out ahead.
All right, so all melee comp on that side. Obviously, Koshka can get in and out of fights very fast. It's only complemented by Fortress and his ability to accelerate the team and absorb a lot of damage. And then we'll have to see how Glaive ultimately gets built here. If it's, you know, kind of pure weapon with attack speed, or whether he kind of pivots into fountain and defense. But as typical, you see for laners, you see them start a Book of Eulogies even after the nerf that it got recently.
It's still very good on Glaive since he's meleeing everything as the last hit.
That's right. So now you can't use abilities to get that extra lifesteal back.
Yeah, really who it hurt was Jewel because she could...
Thunderstrike.
Yeah, Thunderstrike, making her safer in lane than most other heroes. Actually, every other hero, would you say?
And not Petal.
Well, sorry, melee heroes.
All right, melee heroes, yes, absolutely, for sure, if you can even fully call that melee. All right, so they're going back and forth in lane, just farming here.
No, they're not looking for a gank right now. I do love the mind game that Lane Glaive has, because whenever you face even, especially another melee laner, they have to go up in last hit, but you never know if he's just going to afterburn the second you do that.
Status might walk right into the enemy team. He didn't perfectly line up that afterburn and is really not able to make anything of it. He didn't even use it there because he didn't want to punt the Kashka farther away from the team. So that is, you know, kind of the trick. Glaive at the core, kind of very utility. He's looking to set up those moments for the other team. But here, trying to sneak a gold mine, and they're going to get it. So very early, but rather get control of that and then have the other team have to wrestle control away. So just looking for an opportunity, seizing it there. So what you see there, Kashka, she likes to come up into lane even when she's not the laner herself, because when she twirls on the enemies, she gets those stacks. It gives her the boosted basic attacks, and that is going to allow her to fight a lot more effectively. So they're going to quickly try to shop if you're brand new to the game. There is a shop in the middle of the jungle, so you don't have to recall the base, but it's very precarious when it gets caught out and just completely annihilated. Status Baked once again looking for an angle to knock someone back, and he does just get to the other side of Beowulf, who is in complete trouble now. And will not survive. They're going to come and try to catch Mike as well.
No, this Jewel's safe.
Rocket leaps back under turret just to make sure.
Yeah, now they're going to clean this jungle. They, at this point, could sit here and make it very hard for red team to get any farm.
All right, so trying to pull the minions all the way underneath the minion mine.
This, by the way, my favorite spot to farm, because no one checks it. Do you want to steal enemy jungle camps? Pull them to that spot.
So leash them all the way down underneath.
Those guys, you just leash them around the corner.
Right.
You can't leash the top heal camp.
All right, there's a rocket leap, but a really good reflexes from Status, who's able to afterburn out from under the rocket leap so that he doesn't get stunned. Those are the kind of plays you like to see. He was waiting for the rocket leap, and when it happened, he was able to react in time. So a nice start here for Blue.
Blue team's playing very solid. I, in their situation, want to be more greedy and sit in their jungle, but they've just been taking the camps and leaving, making sure they're farmed up, and it's really been paying off in these team fights.
All right,
that and they catch these guys
now once again. So Beowulf has been getting caught time and time again. He'll go down here again. Not a good sequence there.
He needs to stay closer to his allies. When he has his speed boost, it's really hard to catch him out of anything.
Yeah, he is a wolf with a pack mentality who's getting caught out over and over. That kit is all about being around your allies.
Great initiator, but cannot retreat as well as most other heroes. And I'm missing something.
Status. Just,
there's that Thunderstrike. Seeing that damage.
So that'll just get more powerful as it goes. So
Glaive's got to get out of there.
He has to be smart. The entire team is there, but there's not going to be anything there for them. Now they're just wasting time unless they want to push the turret. Seems like they can't quite make up their mind. And meanwhile now, so now they're setting off some scout traps. Blue team is ready for them. They're just going to continue to farm their own jungle as red team shops. Once again, so we're seeing this very consistently, having the minion candy on the gold miner, just trying to make sure that any fight they basically have a 4v3. You'll often see, you know, players retreat into the gold mine pit. Here comes Attack of the Pack. Each wolf will go to a different enemy hero. They are picking a focus now. Yummy Cat Frenzy comes out on Mike. He's able to rocket leap over the wall, but Beowulf just not having a good game. That is for sure. But you could see the ping go out as they called for who to focus, so maybe they're not on Mumble or TeamSpeak there.
Because the Red Fortress has not hit level 6, it's going to be almost impossible for them to...
Jewel!
Oh my god.
Getting caught as well, and this will probably cost them the turret.
That was really cool. That Fortress held the turret aggro while they were trying to kill that Jewel.
That's what you want to see.
Great support.
Talk a little bit about Fortress. He's, you know, can be a little bit of a harder hero to play well, but is definitely, you know, in a very good spot and is getting a ton of play in 1.6. What advice would you have for players playing Fortress?
I think as Fortress, you have to be more aggressive, which is one of the reasons I like him, because I love initiating and kind of just calling the gank. So it's really fun to be able to mark someone as a prey, and everybody knows that's the guy. They're all rallying towards him, and you hit him with your B. He gets hit 6 times now, I believe. They get slowed. Is it 6 times?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, you hit them 6 times, they take a bit of a burst of damage, and then they're slowed for however long Fortress can keep hitting on him.
And that ultimate, what's really nice about the ultimate, you see some people, they save it for the team fights, have those wolves come out, but it's really most effective when you can find out where the enemy team is. So you use it really for objective control and for trying to create, you know, odd man fights where you use attack of the pack, you see the wolves go out, you know, each one goes to an enemy hero. It's like kind of what the global flare used to do. And then you know, all right, well, one of the members is in base. We can go create a 2v3 here. A very lucky escape. Otherwise, Beowulf would have yet another kind of rough moment there.
Maybe that Fortress lagged and just didn't see the other Fortress in time. Didn't see Red Team Fortress.
All right, so that is Fortress. Kashka has been, you know, really ever since the energy changes on Kashka, she's been a mainstay. Not really as in vogue as playing Taka right now, but, you know, always good, someone who sometimes is built more tanksha is often called, or can be pure assassin where it's just all hit and run. She gets the move speed buff after using the ability. When she twirls on targets, she gets those boosted basic attacks, which can really chunk people. You combine that with an aftershock and it's super, super nasty. So we're seeing a pretty traditional Kashka out of Chicken, who has the aftershock and the crucible. Reflex block super important because when she goes in, super squishy, won't survive if she can't trigger a reflex block for herself. And on the other side, a very similar build. So Kashka is my main. You can never go wrong playing Kashka in a match. You can lane Kashka starting a Book of Eulogies and then rush an Aftershock. You'll get a lot more gold that way as the lane is more rich in gold, the jungle more rich in XP. So that works out really well. So obviously if you're not, you know, if you haven't played a ton of Kashka, that's one that, especially for newer players, what would you say, Ringo, Catherine, Kashka are really good kind of players for heroes for newer players?
They're very straightforward. I think Ringo might actually be more complicated than Kashka, just in knowing when to A.
Knowing when to use Achilles' shot to slow people, but then also the heroic perk as well.
And positioning.
Using that well. So we'll wait, maybe we'll get a Ringo in a match and we'll talk about Ringo more. But we're seeing a lot of Fortress, and Fortress is in the free rotation for the very first time this week. So probably seeing a lot of Fortress and casual queue as well. There are 6 heroes in the free rotation at any time. You can play as long and as much as you want in casual queue, and the game is a free download for iOS or Android, and it's 100% cross-platform. So you can go grab your friends. Android came out, you know, a lot later than iOS. So if you know, if your friends couldn't play before, they can play now. So make sure to tell them. I hear you laughing over there. What's going on in chat?
Making fun of you a little.
You're making fun of me?
Somebody said that you sounded sad today, and I said, I knew it.
I'm
it's
sad.
Not just me, so I told them to tell me the story of why you're sad today. So everyone's writing the lore of why you're sad.
Everyone's writing the lore of why I'm sad today.
And my favorite was that you got up and you made a sandwich and you ate it.
Well, actually, that's the reason, because Zekanth. Of course I'm going to be sad if Zekanth's not here.
Besides that, there's a team fight happening.
Tell us about it.
Kashka got pushed away, and Glaive is really hurt, and there are dogs everywhere, and people are sad with red things on them, and that's what happened. Back to the lore.
Lore casting.
Lore casting. Why I'm sad. I'm sad because Zekan is in Valencia, Spain, and not here to keep me company. He's my buddy. We're broadcasting.
Oh, that was a sick afterburn.
Yummy Catnip Frenzy comes out, secures a kill. Afterburn creates the distance needed. Jewel goes down as well.
Bye-bye, Fortress. Bam.
Beowulf. We saw that coming.
That's a turret, maybe. I hope that's a turret, because I would take a turret, because I'm awesome.
All right. Lucky 13. Up 10-0. not Vertigo's day.
Yeah. Not today. I don't agree with the double fountain on the enemy team. There's too much burst, and Fortress has the Mortal Wound, which will stump healing, knock it down to 33%.
And that's important to keep in mind, you know, if you're building health, especially if you're building fountains. Taka and Fortress, the two heroes in the game who have mortal wounds that can really stunt that healing. So.
And Rona.
Oh my gosh, and Rona. My goodness. All right. Maybe we'll see a Rona later on.
The tornado of doom.
Lucky 13 having a good match here. Yeah, see Gibbs, a lot of people hanging out in the chat. The Anomine, of course.
And Jewel was found.
There's a Yummy Cat Frenzy coming out on Mike. That is going to hold him in place long enough. The Crucible comes out. Mike is getting caught. A Scout Trap triggers, and it's just all
They
Lucky
could dive
13.
this Fortress.
It is all Lucky 13 all the time.
They have not died yet. An extremely... Yeah, they're just going to dive this Fortress. There's no reason not to. And they're going to take this turret. They could actually leave and take the Kraken, and I'm sure they would not. Wouldn't even be contested. Blue team is just so in charge of this game right now.
Yeah, this might be GG and more ice already. Oh, they're not going to take the chance, which, you know, is conservative and probably wise, but in a match this lopsided, they could have pushed the issue as well. Just looking through chat to see what questions might be there.
So I honestly don't think Red's team has a way back into the game that does not involve a very, very, very boring turtle style.
Well, they're down 13-0. They are getting completely crushed in gold.
They're down in level and gold, so
of course,
I guess just Fortress, really.
What you would expect out of Blue Team, out of Lucky 13 at this point, they're going to camp right at Kraken. They're going to force a fight there. They're either going to just take Kraken. Yeah, so now they have the buff as well. Beowulf has been on the wrong side of that afterburn all stream long, basically. And this will definitely be GG. All right, so congratulations to Lucky 13. Maybe now we will. There's a Yummy Cat Frenzy coming out on Mike, adding a little bit of insult to injury there. Maybe we'll get to see Lucky 13 play Ardent in kind of the winner's match now. I'll ask Wolf fans if they're able to do that.
Poor Koshka. Didn't even need the Kraken.
Not at all. GG. So that is a win for Lucky 13. It is not Vertigo's day.
Kraken.
But thank you for playing. Take a quick look at the builds.
There's double fountain on both teams. Fortress is actually building 2 fountains. Just triple fountain. Interesting. I'm surprised more Fortresses don't build cooldown, because having the bleed up and the wolves up more, very, very strong. And since he's so strong early game, he can just keep asserting his pressure on the enemy team if he can bleed everybody and get that ult out faster.
All right, you know what? We should just do a viewer game. We got all these people in chat who are probably saying, I can do better than that. So let's see if they can.
Okay, let's do that.
Do you need... Maybe make me... I'll log in as the spectator since I have people on my friends list already.
Okay.
And then you can play.
Okay, do I get a device?
You can get a device, yeah.
Okay.
Here. Use this device.
Have one readily available. Way
That's
more
mine,
prepared than
here. That's my device.
I am. Alright, fine.
All right, we're going to do ice giveaways. Who was the MVP of that game? Do you even remember?
I closed it too soon. It was a team effort.
All right, we'll make Lucky 13 the keyword then. So type Lucky 13 to win ice.
And now it's Big Cam time for ice.
Big Cam time. You're the only one who knows who Big Cam time is because that's what it's called in XSplit. All right, so while people type Lucky 13 in there, I will get you in on my iPad so that you can play. All right, go ahead and log in on that.
All right.
I will log in on this device. So Add Playoff Beard in game if you want a chance at playing in one of these matches. Capital P, capital B, Playoff Beard. And I will log in.
Here we go. My friends list is blowing up.
All right. We will give that a minute for people to get in for the ice, and I will try to spell while talking. I really need to do a shorter thing than that.
I did that on literally every device in-house. If you type ABSEMC, it's my email, my super evil email.
That's a good thing to say on the stream.
Mm-hmm. But you don't know the password.
All right, I'm logged in as Playoff Beard. People inviting me to a party, that's not going to work because I am going to make a party.
You are the party.
I am going to make a party. What tier do you want to play with?
I am indifferent.
But how good are you?
Put me against whoever and don't tell me.
But how good are you? Like, what is maybe you're because you play so much internally. What do you believe your skill tier really is?
Why don't you just join me in Ask Again Later Bronze? My favorite of the tiers.
What is
Some
surprise birthday? I think we're pretty even.
Yeah?
I don't know what he is in the game, but
I can find out.
all right, I know what I'm gonna do.
Essay it.
Simply amazing.
All right, so if you want to play, log in. I'm gonna pick people who are pretty
You better be my
skilled.
friend.
Oh, I need to move myself to the spectator slot. I need to probably. Do I need to add you?
No?
Are we already friends?
Excuse me. Yes, we are.
I'm glad we're friends.
Me too.
That makes me happy. All right. Let's see. I'm just adding people to the party. You said you weren't going to look.
I know, I realized that. I was just making sure you knew where my name was all I was doing.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, yeah, I should remember to include you. Otherwise, that would be silly. Otherwise, I'd just go play off by myself.
Spectate your own game. It's cool.
Hey, whoever just asked, Zekint is in Spain. I can't type with this crazy spamming.
Just copy and paste it a bunch of times.
We need to have the ribbon going across the bottom saying the same things over and over.
Oh, gosh, this device doesn't have the whatever messages turned off. All right, so I need to find, gosh, and you're in the U's. That is
man.
So helpful.
I keep it
All right.
interesting.
Ubel Andre, technically pretty good, which I think you're better than that.
See, more people.
Thank you.
More people saying that you sound down. Everybody needs to hug this dude today.
I need a lot of
He
hugs.
got up at like 6 a.m.
I need
A
hugs.
lot of people get up at 6 a.m.
He got up at 6 a.m.
looking fresh and clean, just like this.
Wow.
Come say hi on the stream. It makes me
know,
sad that
yeah.
you're off the stream.
Yeah, but I kind of like the framing of just you two.
And I think you're probably the only one
It's
who would agree with
beautiful.
that. All right, one more player, and then we're ready to go. Let me scroll down. Oh, God.
Hello, everyone.
Oh, stop typing. This is killing me because the thing isn't turned off on here.
What's a world's VODs? Oh, yeah. When do we get to see
Look what you've done,
the
you
world's
horrible. The Worlds is first going to air on Korean television, and then they're going to make VODs and or live stream it,
Tigers
or
cannot
OGN.
play.
T Tigers cannot play. We'll screw him then. I'll get someone else. All right, one more player, and we'll be ready to
Do
go.
you want any water or anything, Mr. Playoff Beer?
Oh, I'm fine. Thank
Okay.
you.
I
be
want
right back.
water.
Do you want some water, sweetie?
Yes, please.
I'll be right back with your water.
Umbreon. All right, we got everybody.
For the win. Okay.
Fantastic.
I guess I will fill.
You want to actually put it on the thing where people can see the game?
I'm not used to this. My God. There we go. Well, I can't. Okay, I just can't look up because now I know what they're picking.
All right.
Koshka.
All right, I'm going to do the ice while this gets ready to go. First winner of 500 ice is Daryl Shiznit.
Oh my God! Somebody exited the match. What happened? What's happened?
I'll do it again. It's giving you private message. Need player name. Second winner of 500 ice is Spark
I'm gonna
Shift.
kick this off again. I forgot you were party leader. Bam.
Spark Shift wins 500 ice. Congratulations. One more winner this match.
Someone is not ready to play this game.
Well, then kick him.
I don't know who it is. Wait.
And OMK is Awesome 1, wins 500 dice.
Evan, I think it's you.
Maybe.
Because I'm not in the match. Hey, man.
That's not my thing. Alright, congratulations
Yes.
to the winners of ice for this round.
Congratulations, ice winners.
Are we good or are you breaking things?
I didn't break nothing, man.
Alright, looks like this is going to actually kick off.
Stop spamming so we can chat now. Thank you.
Done.
I'm glad you're done breaking things. All right, now we will see. So one thing, Ubal Andre is very, very quick to criticize people's builds, criticize people's decisions in the game.
That's why
Now-
I make my own decisions.
Now
that no
all
one
of
else
you can criticize Ubal Andre
He is, according to the Fold podcast,
and his play.
our local troll, right? He does the troll builds. Says
Oh, he does do a
Fold.
lot of troll builds.
Yeah.
Makes. I'm gonna do one of my favorite
love
troll
you,
builds right
Andre.
now.
What is that?
It's a Nintendo themed build.
Okay, elaborate.
You know how Mario kills everything?
Is this
That's
the
what I'm
Mario
gonna
Jewel?
do. This is Mario Jewel. I'm
I
gonna
love
attempt
this.
Mario Jewel.
I've only seen this in practice. I'm super excited for this game now.
All right,
Can you do
so
it?
we'll have to see
Yeah.
what Mario
Okay.
Jewel means.
It means a lot of clockworks and a lot of stunned people.
Dun, 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 dun,
Oh, I
dun.
think this fortress is... That's not good. I'm doing it anyway. This fortress is gonna hate me, but it's for the greater good.
What is the problem?
He is...
Oh, because you both took Iron Guard, he
yeah.
thinks that you are...
I thought that he... I didn't think that he was fortress in the first match. Like, when he picked, he was Taka or something.
All right, well, so you want the last hit. So anyone who's new, the Iron Guard contract, really, if you take Iron Guard contract, you want to take the aggro on monsters, but you want the other person to last hit so that everyone gets maximum gold. It's a support item. And now they have a little confusion because they both bought it. So now they're like, who is the support and who is last hitting?
I will happily take the gold.
All right, very good. So while you are making a mess of things, VG Genesis and Victoire are dueling in
Jumping.
lane. We have a...
I'm out of here.
Oh gosh, what is happening down here?
I'm saving my fortress.
Umbreon
Let's
is
go, buddy.
getting caught. This is... Come on, Ubal Andre.
What?
Make
I
things
saved
happen.
him.
You got to do better than that. You're getting bullied out of your own jungle. You're a dev. That's some poor stuff. Alex goes in.
Why?
There's a bouncy fun into a twirly death.
Why?
It's going to catch Umbreon as well. This is a horrible start for Ubal Andre.
Why
No,
did they do that?
no leadership displayed. Early confusion. Going very deep. Invading your side as well. Rocket leaping in to steal the jungle farm, but now he's going to get caught out. They're rallying to the target. This seems like a horrible decision. I don't know
Worth.
what that was at all.
Worth.
He's calling
Look.
Worth for no reason
2
whatsoever.
kills right here. 2 kills, calling it.
We'll see.
1-2, unless that other...
Kashka and Fortress, the cat and the dog, going in. They're able to converge, and VG Genesis wisely
1 kill.
dropping down.
Hero killed.
Well,
That didn't work out at all.
It did because I have my jungle back.
You're down 4-1 already.
But I have the jungle.
All right, I want to see.
And they
if you
only
can-
got 2 camps.
I want to see if you can even get this build going.
I'm going to get it going. Oh, ye of little faith.
All right, so Ubal Andre making a mess of things in jungle. Meanwhile, we have a... Oh, there's Victoire going in with a Pouncy Fun, but Vox can easily get away with Sonic Zoom. So Kashka, of course, starting book. She's transitioning into a crystal build. Meanwhile, Vox starting with attack speed, but he hasn't shopped. Genesis hasn't shopped again. I mean, he might die to lane minions. That would be phenomenal. All right. Meanwhile, entire Team Red.
I know what I want to do.
I just have no confidence in you right now. We'll have to see. So Vox recalls.
Oh my god.
I mean, there's no one to gank. There's literally no one to gank. They're going to go to the enemy side mustache rush.
Shoot. Get out of here. I missed.
You did miss your Thunderstrike. You talked the game and I'm not seeing any results so far.
Oh ye of little faith.
Meanwhile, Fortress starting what will likely turn into a full kind of tanky build. We have Alex Punkmaster, who I thought for the longest time was owned by Ukrainian from Gangstars. I thought that was like a Smurf, but it wasn't.
No one checks here. I checked here, and I found where my head
is. Because Trogdorks was watching the stream and listening, and now is getting caught out. The Praymar came out, Umbreon on, but here comes VG Genesis rotating down. Umbreon taking a lot of damage, and he's going to go down. The Twirly Death comes out, but Kashka drops as well. There's a nicely placed Rocket Leap, creating maximum distance, going straight toward his turret. That's what you want to do, boys and girls at home. But preferably not setting up a horrible sequence like that for yourself. But if you need to escape, run straight for your turret, so at least you didn't die again. But it's 6-1, early disadvantage. Take a quick look at the builds. Kashka looks like she's going an early Fountain. And Red team now, will they be able to catch VG Genesis? It's debatable. Rocket Leap comes out, does catch him with the stun, and they're able to burst him down before the Sonic Zoom creates the necessary distance. So
take that, Evan.
There you go. So Red team, not a completely lost cause. All of those scout traps coming out, and Blue team knows exactly where they are. They're not ready for this fight, but it's 3v2.
Oh, I'm
Umbreon
ready for this
taking
fight.
a lot of damage, and it's getting burst down by the Kashka. Trogdork's the first to fall. And meanwhile now, Victoires, as it's just a clump of humanity.
Oh, man.
This is... So what is Mario about this? Is this like the part where you fall in the pit?
No.
Or you go down the flower pot and then you come out in the water and then you drown?
This is the part where I push start to play. As I acquire my items.
You need to put in the Konami code or something at this point.
I've just put
in it's not working out for you.
I've just put in my coins.
Can you tap up, up, down, down, left, right, BA?
Yeah, I just have to get the joystick peripheral for iPad.
All right.
Why?
That is a whole other world from whatever you guys are
That's
doing.
the Kraken. That's a baby Kraken in a jar.
Twitter, man.
Baby Kraken in a jar.
Palomina, I don't know when the update is. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, we don't want to tell you.
Not yet. We're super evil that way.
It will come out when it's ready. But man, it hasn't been that long since 1.6. There's a Pouncy Fun into a Twirly Death. Alex Punkmaster doing a lot of damage. Yummy kind of frenzies. He turns back on Victoire. The wait for it comes out as well. So a nice sequence there. Some good decisions out of Alex. He's able to catch Umbreon before he escapes. And Ubel Andre has accomplished absolutely nothing in this match.
That's not the point of Mario, Joel. Accomplishing things.
That's true.
So you started a Shiver Steel.
Yes.
And then you went double Hourglass. So now you're going Clockworks. And you're about to die trying to trade with a Vox. Victoire running out.
Doing okay.
Pouncy Fun to the minions. He's not going to win any trades, down 2 levels and items. But he does have some help from the Fortress now. Will the gank come? It does not. So a rough sequence there. We will have a skin reveal later on in the broadcast, so stay tuned for that. When we're done, we're going to host the Haley Baby, who is going to play Vainglory. I'll jump on there, play some games if she'll have me. That'll be really fun, one of my favorite broadcasters.
Everyone loves you.
Everyone loves the Haley Baby?
Everyone loves you. I said she'll have you.
Oh, that's nice of you to say. Ubel Andre going to get caught again. Pouncy Fun into a twirly death. His health bar is melting. Once again forced to rocket leap to escape. Attack of the Pack comes out. There's a big red button that doesn't really hurt anyone.
Oh, I'm gone. Go Fortress, be free.
Go Fortress, be free to die to a deep, deep tower dive, but with the ace buff, he's going to live through that as well.
Dang it. It's okay.
That didn't work out for you.
We're still in it.
Well, you are. I mean, you don't have any turrets down for the next 10 seconds. Anyway, and then you will have turrets down. Yeah, we do have a skin reveal coming later on. We showed you kind of a first look at Sky, the next hero coming to Vainglory, inspired by OGN out of Korea. We do have ice giveaways. And it was a very fun morning as, you know, our phones were blowing up bright and early as PewDiePie was playing Vainglory on various streams. So a little sleep deprived, but with good reason.
I am not going to do anything with the gold mine.
No, you're going to just sit here for half an hour trying to take this minion miner by yourself.
But I'm going to win.
With no DPS at all.
But I still won.
So at least explain to me the point of this build that's not working.
Well, I was hoping that...
Depends on what you call working.
It's going to work.
It's going to work.
It's going to work.
To recap, here is the build that he is attempting. So double chronograph with a shiver steel and now an energy battery. So when this works, what does it look like? What actually happens?
You jump on someone. Ideally, you hit 2 people. You pop your shiver steel, and they're slow. Your jump is on such short cooldown.
There's missing a rocket leap and getting kited by Vox. That's not what he wanted to happen. The big red button is just a death cry. So I'd imagine for the sequence to work, you have to land the rocket leap.
Yes.
And did you land the rocket leap there?
Did not land the rocket leap, no.
All right, so that was probably the first thing you want to work on. Attack of the Pack comes out. There is a Yummy Catnip Frenzy and a twirly death.
Oh my God.
There are wolves everywhere.
I lagged and my fortress was jumping backwards.
Oh, you lagged. That must be why.
Well, I was dead, so it didn't matter. I can afford this.
But I did feel vindicated when some of the players like Fuji and Pombay Ukrainian and Nivmet, Shinkaigen, who had visited the lair, did like back me up on Twitter that this building is like absolutely bizarre with the goats in the machine, this old Oddfellows Lodge where just no matter how sophisticated the Wi-Fi setup, you just get crazy, crazy things happening. All right, maybe a last stand. Can Ubel Andre have a good sequence here?
I'm the support here, man. I'm just supposed to...
Yeah, but you're playing with a fortress, I guess, who is trying to transition now with a tension bow, but it's... So that was kind of the first problem. You had like a miscommunication in hero select. You ended up without...
Yeah, I don't know what happened in...
without a weapon carry. Everyone going to recall. Meanwhile, on the team that's playing well, they're starting to...
It's all about your definition of well. This is amazing.
Oh my gosh.
I love it.
Oh, there's a whipsaw Yummy Catnip Frenzy as Victor goes across the map. The wait for it comes out. There's a big red button that actually does some damage, but there's a fountain that kind of mitigates a lot of that, and you are not alive, and you are ejected from your mech seat as another turret falls. It's 20-3.
Those fountains are not my friends right now.
They are not your friend right now. I do feel like I'm talking enough smack that we should switch roles. Like that I should play the next game so that you can make fun of me. But you're going to have to talk more if we do that.
I try and talk.
Hey, you landed a rocket leap! It's amazing! But there's Attack of the Pack
Oh
and
my
the wolves
God,
are everywhere
the
and
burst
you
is unreal.
died very fast. But I'm proud of you because you landed the stun.
I've landed a few, I think.
And that was a good first step toward your inevitable loss.
I'm a little upset at my lane, Koshka, who's not even level 12.
That didn't work.
Oh no.
This is GG.
No, it's not.
This is definitely GG.
No, it's
I
not.
don't know what you're talking about. Oh, he rocket leaps in. It's a thunder strikes. This team is getting melted again. This is absolutely GG.
Now this just might be GG.
24-3.
All right.
Oh my goodness.
Did not get my build going.
You definitely
Y'all
did
have
not
to
get
try
your
this
build
build
going.
though. Y'all have to try it. I'm doing it
I'm
right
not.
now.
I'm not trying that build.
It's
I'm at
awesome.
all of them. You're a hater.
It's awesome.
It's so much fun.
All right.
The build is hilarious.
There you go. Here are the builds.
You have the build. Oh. Yes, there are the builds.
It didn't work out for you very well. GG.
But it was entertaining.
Yeah, this is a mobile MOBA. This is on iOS and Android, 100% cross-platform, free download on the App Store and Google Play. We have a reveal coming up a little later in the broadcast. I do feel like... Should I pick completely different players?
No.
All right.
If you want. I mean.
All right. Let's. So who? Maybe we'll just mix it together. So we'll do that, and I will go ahead. All right. What are you doing?
Just communicating.
All right. No. But so am I gonna play?
Yeah, you can play.
All right. I might as well just play on your IGN so that we don't overcomplicate it.
Here's playoff here.
All right, there you go. You can kick it off. Well, actually, wait 1 minute.
Two
We'll
people
get
left.
Ice going. Oh, good. All right, so go ahead, find some more like POA tier players. And
Whoa. You kicked him.
I didn't mean to kick him.
You kicked him.
All right, well
Evan,
now you can find more players.
Let a professional take care of
Good
this.
job. All right, I'm gonna do some ice. All right, we will make the keyword Andre.
Who did you kick?
Or kick the, don't worry about it. That's fine. Pick someone else. All right, Andre is the keyword. Type Andre to win ice. I want to win ice. Rive, of course, the first one. Everyone. I have to play on Ubel Andre's account. What happened?
Oh, I said I can't. As soon as
Oh
you
yeah,
do the thing.
yeah. This is the part where you
Yeah.
get vertigo. All right, not the team vertigo.
Yeah.
The reveal's coming up a little bit later on. We did show kind of the first look video of Sky, which is also in the in-game news section if you missed it. We are going to do some ice winners. We're going to play some more games, and we're going to do a skin reveal toward the end of the broadcast.
Do I go? Are you ready?
Tell them 1 minute. All right, first winner of 500 ice is Esoteric.
1 minute. We can do this.
Need player name. All right, 2 more winners. Next winner of 500 ice, and you can stop typing Andre. At this point, it won't matter. Nova Master 16, congratulations, you win 500 ice. Use this ice to unlock heroes and skins. Skins are a 3-tiered system. You collect cards to unlock the higher tiers. And the third winner is Lasse Bullerboo. Congratulations. Wins 500 ice. Congratulations, Lasse Blue. Now the moment of truth. What hero am I going to play?
That is entirely up to you. We'll put on a show.
Is it like try hard? Am I trying to win?
You're just trying to put on a show.
I'll wait and see
That's all
what
you're
other
trying to
people
do.
pick. People, feel free to say in chat who you would like me to play. I'm not going to do a straw poll because it'd take too long right now, but...
Can't look.
Oh, I'm not looking at that.
Can't cover all the screens that you can see.
I'll play anyone, anywhere. I don't care. What do people want? I feel like well, yeah. You're just cracking yourself up. Are you drinking over there?
Over here. Jeez, guys. Quit hanging out all night to watch PewDiePie.
I don't know. What did they want me to do? I'll do anything.
I don't want to see you playing my pedal.
I don't think I should try hard, Kashka.
You should do whatever you want within the next 13 seconds. 9, 8,
What is necessary
7,
for your team,
6,
man?
Maybe
5,
I'll do...
4, 3. Oh my
That wasn't me!
God.
It wasn't me. It wasn't up on my screen.
Uh-huh.
That's not my fault.
Uh-huh.
That's not my fault. All right, he wants to
being
support
indecisive.
Fortress. I wonder if I should play Jewel and just try to like one-up you with the same hero.
Are you gonna Mario, Jewel?
No, I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
Mario
That's
Jewel.
great. So awesome.
I could do Grandpa.
Oh, you should
Oh, I could saw, but it would be horrible. It would be a train wreck.
you should Crystal Ringo. Crystal Ringo is awesome.
This looks fine. But then I'll be very passive. That's okay. That's okay. All right, we'll do this.
Evan, what are you doing?
Is that me?
I don't know.
Here, re-invite me to the thing.
No, I just kicked off the match. You might actually join this.
So I'm like 30 seconds behind because I'm watching.
Wait, come say hello, doer.
I don't get to be. But I'm just curious. Are we all gonna sit around and
Yeah, please do.
Yes.
Sweet.
You want my seat? I'll sit over there and you can heckle him from here.
Oh, that's good.
We have
You
doer
heckled
off
Andre the whole
screen.
last game. You heckled Andre the whole last game.
I know.
I was doing okay.
I have sad feelings for you.
I could have done it, and I believe if I have a second chance, I can make it happen.
See, how can you know if that kind of attitude?
All right. All right. This
What
isn't
is
me.
going on?
I'm not the one who's canceling the match. Someone is trolling us. Reinvite Maroon. He thinks it's his fault. And he seems like he actually wants to...
Maroon starts with M.
It does start with M. You should go find the M's. Tell us things, doer.
I don't see Maroon.
It's Hello Wednesday.
It is. It's pretty crazy. We're kind of in endless crunch. Working on more skins,
Yep.
more heroes, more cards,
More stories.
more stories. Yes, later on.
Lots of awesome stuff.
Maroon.
The skin that we are going to reveal later today, there will be a new story by Sugar Venom. Is Moon actually going to come back?
I hope so. Maybe not.
If not, find a replacement.
All
Make a
right.
good
This is
player.
why I'm not on camera. So I can hear
Your jar of sugar things.
Yes.
That's the sugar thing.
There it is. Sugary.
I'm gonna try him one more time.
All right, well, he figures that out. I'll give away. You don't have to type anything. No one has to type anything special, but I'll do another ice winner while he tries to organize that. Kamikaze Cow 707 wins 500 ice. Congratulations. Because they're trying to get a match together and find one more member of the party. If you joined us late, we showed off Sky, who is the next hero coming to the Halcyon Fold. We have a skin reveal coming up. We're giving away ice. We're playing games for fun. Hanging out with Sugar. No one wants to be on stream, though, today,
Are you
which is
sure that was
weird.
the order you wanted to say those things in?
Sugar Venom doesn't want to be on stream.
Because I
Doer
wanna
doesn't want to
eat.
be on stream. Surprise Birthday said earlier he would come by and hasn't come by.
No.
Only Chainsaw was
Is that
like
why
nice.
you're sad?
No, I'm sad because Zekent's not here.
Oh yeah, I know.
Because I was gone, and then I came back, and then Zekent left. It's like we're two ships passing in a night.
I told them that I locked you in a closet.
Two lovers on something.
Yes, we got it. 1, 2, 3, go.
We just stare at you and let you go.
All right. Oh, Keldegar. I have no team chemistry with Keldegar. I've tried to play with Keldegar before.
I have
This
no
won't
idea
be
who that
good.
is.
Oh, all right. A support Saw. That sounds amazing, but then it means I would need to try hard. All right. Let's do this.
Do it.
All right. I'll do a tier 3 skin.
That's an interesting pick.
Yes. All right. This is going to be a horrible disaster.
It's gonna be great.
I can't wait for Saw to get buffed.
Where's your optimism here?
For anyone who's not so new to the game, outside of the Southeast Asia meta, where they kind of stay as a pack and stay with Saw, and force fights to happen around Saw, he struggles to rotate effectively and to make it to team fights, even though he's super powerful, and because of that, he's not really in the meta. So especially playing him support is super, super off meta. So
I should have
this...
played Saw. I will show you a Saw.
Yeah, your jungle assassin Saw. But so this is setting us up for disaster. Everyone wants to see you on stream. You know that, right, Sugar Venom? It's just cruel and unusual to stand off to the side. All right.
That's what Doer does.
All right, but we are going to give this our best shot with a support Saw, and I hope he knows what he is doing.
I can't believe.
I don't understand what's happening here.
Rona goes in.
I am low. That was great. Bread product.
I think you guys are not gonna do so well as you're getting trolled.
They're coming for us. Oh, Saw, you're slow. You're deeply, deeply slow.
Not when he does that.
You're aiming for the iPad, hitting the table half of the time.
I hope the mic isn't picking you up. I doubt it
Wait
is.
until Salty Beard comes, then he pokes right through
Salty
the
Beard.
table.
So this isn't Salty Beard. This is Sad Beard.
Yeah.
What's made me sad is everyone thinking that I'm sad.
It's a catch-22.
Oh my god,
Maybe I didn't
Stagio.
have enough green tea today.
There you go. No, when Salty Beard comes out, it's favorite. Because you know those kung fu masters who can put their finger like right through an apple? That's what he does to his iPad.
No, I've never met one. I wish I knew.
Oh,
someone
here's
who did
Celeste.
that.
Why Celeste is over here, I don't know, but I'll see if we can get a kill out of it.
Apple or bad?
All right, that's a kill. Was that like charity to try to make me feel better?
I don't know what that was.
It was curious, but that's fine because I will rush things.
Rushing scout traps.
No, I'm rushing
Hard to do.
Aftershock.
It's hard to do.
Oh, this is bad. Oh, can we be like those two old guys on Sesame Street?
Start
no,
on
no,
Waldorf?
it's the Muppets?
Yeah.
Yes. It was terrible.
They were the greatest terrible people.
They probably can't hear you at all because you're away from the mic, so you're just entertaining yourself.
Yep.
Oh my god.
I'm alright.
Oh, he stole my kill. You're supposed to be a support. Stole my kill. I don't care about no scout trap damage.
Here we go. It's coming.
I feel like this Saw has this grand master plan that he's been waiting to unveil all this time. I'm not ready for that. I need another 10 gold.
Is this Arden? Oh my god, he got the last hit.
The Arden's gone, right?
I honestly have no
Oh,
idea
he's
what
still
I'm
there. All right, I'll go cut him
watching
off.
right
They
now.
hear us. They hear us being the meat.
Hi. This is such a bizarre. What on earth is happening?
With Vainglory, it's motion perfected for touch.
That's what it is.
Tap on
Welcome.
the
I'll
enemy.
tell you, this Arden is not perfected for touch because he's all the way over here. And he stole the kill again. Don't label yourself support and then steal all the kills.
It's a team game, man. It's
Here it
okay.
comes. Here it comes.
It's okay.
Oh, you think?
Love
No,
Salty
I don't need Salty Beard to come out because I'm winning.
I-
Unlike Ubel Andre.
I had a moral victory because I tried something new and I know that it works
It
if I
does.
try my
It
best.
works in my practice games every time.
Roll victories.
Your Mario build works
Mario
in
Duel
practice games.
Works in every one of my practice games.
It doesn't work on stream though. Clearly.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Oh, I just got core collapse.
Not sharing their DeLorean with everyone else.
I know, this is just the strangest match, though. This is so funny. I'm gonna see if I can come around the side here. And I'll do that! Oh, the Arden's here.
So I was playing yesterday against a Koshka with a tier 3 skin. She was doing the Kraken, and all I saw were happy faces and hearts.
Yeah, those
Yeah, isn't it
awesome
great?
emotes. It's like she has her little like own emote set basically.
She was power hugging the Kraken to her team.
That it was, you'd see like hit effects and then hearts and happy faces.
That is precisely what Conductor put in the game, so that's not surprising. All right. Here we go. This Celeste is completely caught out in the wrong place. I'm going to Pouncy Fun over that attempt to stun me because being stunned isn't fun. And put a Scout Trap where the Scout Trap was. This is going just fine.
Yep. I have no idea what's going on.
That's some good analysis right there.
I think this other team is trolling and feeding.
Leaning hard on your support.
Did you just call him a support?
Yes.
All right, where's the Vainglorifier guide for support? I haven't
awesome.
even seen Saw. Is he building? Tell us what Saw's building. Is he building blue? Is he gonna?
No, he's got a Oak Heart and
Oh,
Light
he's
Shield.
just building tanky.
He called support.
I know.
Don't support.
So in the game support, as a character, we usually build sort of tank items.
Stop! But I'm trying to figure out what he could possibly do that would be effective.
That was smooth. I was confused for a second.
Right now, he's just kind of doing none of the above, I guess.
He's supporting and iron coding.
Oh, I'll kill him. Let's kill these people. Oh, my name said what?
Nope.
Poke at me with your heliogenocide. Let's go take the gold mine. They suck. Oh, the Celeste.
Whoa.
Oh, you try it.
Bye bye, Rona.
Full
Oh my
split
god.
me.
That was crazy.
Oh yeah, come in here where Verse of Judgment is. That's a good time. And where's the? There he is. Oh, is the Celeste level 6?
I don't know. I will know when you
There
take
it is.
the gold mine
Oh,
and get
that's
hit by
why
the
I
wall.
asked the question, but
You
it
can't-
worked
you
out.
can't ask that question.
Sure, I can.
Oh, what's
cheating
the other
guy.
team buying? What did they pick at the beginning?
Oh, I'm gonna kill your face, or I'm gonna die. Either one. I'm gonna get out of here because I prefer not to die.
I went to the wrong
Ow, a
person.
hero killed. That's suboptimal. What am
Poor
I gonna
Dagio.
do? This is going just fine.
This is fine.
Where's the Celeste? Oh, actually put Hurt on the turret. That's a little sad, Panda.
She does that when you leave her alone with turrets and minions.
I know. I don't want to lose the farm, though. Hit that thing for me. We should just kill all the humans. He keeps trying to put a scout trap in that brush. It's just not going to happen. Alright, he wants to meet up there. That's fine with me, but Adagio should come. If Adagio doesn't come, we're walking into a situation.
I do not understand
Yeah.
what's happening.
So it really has suppressed fire. Like, it doesn't really. Doesn't. It's pretty.
Are they just trying to rotate around to the turret? This is very trolly. This is very trolly right now. That's ultimately fine for me. There's Celeste. Bye, Celeste! Oh, I'm gonna need to run! I'm gonna need to run! I'm gonna need to run from everything. I'm gonna rotate all the way back around. Is the camera even on me?
Good time
Nope.
to talk about, like, what are the finer points of being carried?
What are you even talking about?
Oh my god. Bye-bye.
There's a red mist. That's like what they wanted to do this whole time, was have an Arden wall up while a red mist comes out from Rona.
You are
I am dead now, and this is
And so
completely
is your
Doer's
turret.
fault.
Doer's just asking questions. He's just curious about the game.
Curious about.
I mean, he needs tips. Playoff tips.
Tips.
Yeah,
Playoff tips. Tips with Kashka?
Beard clipping, we can call them.
Beard clipping? That sounds gross. There are beard clippings all over my
Frosted
sink.
Beard tips.
Frosted beard tips. There we go.
Oh my, this is getting weirder and weirder.
That is pretty weird.
But yeah, so with Kashka, I like to play her as an actual assassin, unlike all of the sad punks who play her Tanksha. And it's all about hit and run. It's all about getting in and getting out. So you want to have better boots than I do right now. And although I just want to get a piercing shard first. And I need a reflex block as well. I do need a reflex block so I don't die in the fights. But otherwise, I want to just go in, burst people, and then get out.
What is this Arden doing? All game with this.
So those Heliogenesis stars that Celeste throws do reveal. So they know where we are.
You're getting tickled by an Arden arm.
I just want to have the stacks. I have six stacks now. I just don't know what to do with the saw.
Let him, you just let people
Stay
hit
with the
him.
saw. I want the saw to be around when I Yummy Cat in a Frenzy so we can actually do some DPS.
But he doesn't have DPS.
No, it's a sad thing because he's being built
No, it's
so
not. Look, he's doing
freaking
his
weird.
job. Right now. Hit people.
See, why should I take advice from you? You played horribly.
No, I played as well as my team allowed me.
I played fine until I tried to take advice from you.
I think this game is just full of trolls. Maybe that these are like Smurf accounts of like should be gold Vainglorious players.
Well, you put in like these are like Pinnacle people.
Yeah.
All right, some Pinnacle, some Vainglorious in this game.
Maybe they.
Not playing like they're. This feels much more trolly than Vainglorious though.
I think there's
Let's be
something
straight
that they
about
know
that.
that we don't, and they might.
Like that they can, or that they can turn it on at any time.
It's like they know exactly what you're gonna do.
Hello. Oh, I tried to leap away. It's so sad.
Oh, that's
I've never heard you with that tone of voice when it's honest. Like, oh, really?
See,
I've never heard
I
that
am
sound
not
on
going
it.
to listen
Yeah,
to
I
you
heard
about
the whole
anything,
time.
and that will play much better.
I think this Arden
don't speak
should
well.
get reported.
I only write well.
Arden should get reported. Is that what you
He's
said?
been like trolling the whole time.
Yeah, I trip over my words.
Why? Is this a thing that people do? Do they like
It's because he's
TP all the time?
probably building tanky and thinks he can get away from anything with Vanguard. I don't want to be the first one. Oh, my gosh,
God.
this team is just so weird.
And now he's got the gold mine that he could have saved.
Oh my goodness. I want to at least kill this punk. Yeah. I'm gonna block that because it's not fun.
Wow.
So this is the part where having a support
This is
saw
the part
starts to
where-
fall apart.
Uh-huh. Is it?
Yeah.
Shouldn't you be carrying harder than that?
Should
thought
I
you-
be
I thought
carrying
this
harder
was
than
going
that?
so well.
I told you before the match started that it was going to be a complete cluster trying to play with a support saw.
No, I think you were doing pretty good up until this point. You were so confident earlier.
Yeah,
And
because
now
I
it's
think,
Saw's fault.
I think that was the part where they were just messing around. Doesn't it feel like they flipped a switch a little bit?
That's what I'm so confused about. They're either trolling and being toxic, or they're
I don't know.
so awesome.
It's a private. I don't know how toxic it is. They're messing around a little bit.
It's a little tougher to understand.
I think they're just
Get there.
very high elo players who are messing around somewhat.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or not smart.
Well, they do own this gold mine.
At least get some hurt on the turret.
I think you might be able to hit this turret. See? Aren't you happy you have this tank saw? This is going to be a long fight. I thought that run was fun. There we go.
No.
Oh,
No!
all in.
No! Whoa! That would have killed me. I was not ready for that. Oh my goodness. No, everyone recall. All right, let's just everyone recall. That's what's a free turret.
They're low on health, man.
Yeah, but you can't.
That's what you do. You want to
Sorry, I was hearing excuses.
Yeah, not because of all that wording. You know you're going to be caught out with low health and die, right?
You didn't even give up a turret.
What do you tell? No, dude, don't teleport home. Your
Of course
team,
I'm gonna, my team is there now.
I just found that.
Be quiet.
your team disagrees with your
You got
decision
to.
here. You just got caution pinged.
I got caution pings?
You got caution.
Someone's calling me out with the pings?
pinged. You got caution pinged.
Come on now. I'm the only sane person in this game.
Yeah. You know, when everyone but you is crazy.
The most common sentence in the cell.
Oh my goodness. Oh, you're caught out. You're caught out and you're evil. And I blocked your stun because I hate your stun. This is kind of working out. Or I'm kind of confused. Oh! I'm running.
I'm not even paying attention to what I should be.
Where are you today?
I'm tired and I'm confused at what is happening right now.
Tired and confused.
Miss Zekin.
That is the takeaway of this stream.
Yeah.
We miss
Everyone's
Zcat.
tired.
This is what happens when. Oh my God, we're all low. This is gonna work out great.
I don't sleep well when I know that Zekant won't be there.
So I'm gonna just tell people. So when your ally calls a really horrible Kraken, what you should do is ping caution and run away. Unlike what I just did, which was try to make it work. Support saw. Support saw.
This Celeste is.
Support saw. Come on.
That run is
Are you
hitting
showing the builds
nothing.
now and then? Are you even doing your job?
I have not shown the builds, but you can see them in the spectator HUD.
Do your job.
This Saw is the only one alive. Aren't you happy about Tank?
Oh, where is this saw? This poor sad saw.
He's running for his life
Yeah, that's a big surprise.
from this Arden. I never thought I would see this.
A saw running for his life from an Arden. We're in Bizarro World. This is horrifying.
And he's just given up on life.
Unbelievable.
He literally gave up.
At least I can maybe go kill this Celeste, depending on where she is.
This is gonna be funny.
You should solo this Kraken.
Yeah, that'll work out. Celeste is gone. All right.
More farming, more Adagio, having interesting items.
This is a very trolly game.
I'm just so confused. Like,
Are they good? Are they trolls?
are they good? Are they trolling? I mean, they're beating you, but they like die.
That
They die in
does
weird-
not make them good.
Weird ways. They just do weird things.
I feel like we're kind of playing 2.5 versus 3 though. We have a saw with no
At
DPS,
least 3/4.
with no crystal damage.
Yeah, but Arden has no DPS or crystal damage.
But Arden is a real tank. I don't care about that. Oh my goodness. Go to where the turret lives and try not to die first.
Oh, that's all. Might could have taken a lot of damage there. You should hit and run like you said you were gonna do. Go hit her and then run like that. Bam! Now run. This is your own fault.
Ah! Oh, is that why you said this is your own fault? Because it was coming toward me?
You deserve every hit of that damage.
This is just rude.
Today we're learning about odd matches.
I don't know what we're learning today. We're learning that you should watch people like Shinkaigen.
We're learning about ourselves. This is
We're learning.
therapy. This is the therapy stream without Zekant. This
Yeah.
must be the teaching stream.
So you can't come back from Spain. I know you probably prefer hanging out with the Alvaro
Can
845.
we get him on the phone?
I
See,
know
they did
you.
Kraken.
I know that Khaleesi and Sky are better company than us, but you should come back anyway.
Blue team listened, and it's going to cost you the game.
It's going to cost me the game. Great.
I don't know. From what I can see, you've been feeding 2, 4, and 8.
I have a
Your
support
Saw. Your Saw has gotten more kills than you.
That's because he was kill stealing early, which only hurt us as a team. I called it out when it happened.
Yeah, I don't know. You are not in such a great place right now.
You know. You don't know what I'm trying to do. You have no
I
idea.
can see you.
Oh, for freak's sake.
I have this magical thing that,
Ah! That's game.
Is there Princess Zoom on here? Dang it.
We miss you, George.
George!
George! Come back, Zekan.
I can't do this.
He's never really discussed being hungry and tired.
I didn't
That's
say
because
that.
he doesn't eat or sleep.
Sugar Venom said that.
He's magical.
He is. He's like a magical unicorn.
Pasta.
All right.
So you didn't do much better.
Well, I didn't. I'm sorry. Can anyone in the chat back me up that
I mean, you
having
lost.
a support Saw is not going to work out?
Hey,
all for
I didn't
Saw.
blame my
Especially
teammate.
a support Saw that's stealing kills.
That's pretty much how I made it. I mean, it's,
Dewar is actually playing this game in the other room and projecting his hologram in here.
Oh, this Arden was
And
definitely
guard deletes his build. Come on.
Yeah.
At least have a little stream etiquette, punk.
questionable.
Wow!
ladies and gentlemen,
So
the face
mad.
of Vainglory, the Super Next Corp. You're welcome. Boom.
I feel like I did good work
I think
there.
that was great. I don't care what people think.
Good effort.
Oh, dude,
Are you going to at least come play a game?
you're getting a lot better.
Oh! You did not do that. Are you going to at least come play?
This was just counter trolling on behalf of Honor.
Oh, okay.
That's messed up.
That's good.
All right.
Good stuff.
All right, fine. What? All right. What was that support Saw BS? That is some poor
That's the wrong thing.
garbage right there.
Hey,
All right.
man.
At least I did that on your account.
Great Saw.
That's me. Now it's like me talking. This is all backward.
GG's.
Fantastic.
No. GG's. What time is it now?
We have time for one more game. Oh, we should do the reveal.
The reveal?
But let me do ice first. Let me do ice first. I know. Yeah, we'll do Saw. Saw will be the keyword because Saw was clearly the reason that we lost.
He was the MVP.
I should have just played Saw. I almost played Saw in that
I think
game,
he got the most kills
which
in
would
that
have been
game.
equally as bad. Type
On your team.
Saw to win ice. Yeah, he was building support, but then taking all the kills, so that's not going to work out. All right, type Saw to win ice.
All right.
And when we come back,
Ooh, what is that on that?
we are going to do a reveal. Do you want to show, for anyone who came late, want to
I've
do
never seen that.
the animated promo from
Let me
the stick figure guys?
set this up.
All right, we'll do that while we're waiting for people to do this. We'll be back in 1 second with more ice and the big reveal of the day.
That is the wrong video. Wait, no, I did this right.
All right, we're back from that. We're going to do some more ice. If you want to show that you can play better than us, which is probably pretty easy, then download the game for free on Google Play, or
The App Store.
that's the place where Apple things live.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Vainglory. It is 100% cross-platform.
This is my arm.
That is
That is her arm.
That is her arm. That is true.
Confirmed.
Confirmed Sugar Venom arm. Why she refuses to be on stream today, I have no idea. All right. First winner of 500 ice, Mofo 1990.
You put a whole other O in there. It's Mfo.
Mofo 1990 wins 500 ice. Congratulations. It's just Mafo.
Oh.
When this is over, I'm going to go embarrass myself some more on the Haley Baby stream. So join us for that. We'll do a big Super Evil Mega Raid there. We got a few more minutes, so. Need player name. Let's do 2 more winners.
This is exciting.
So if you win Ice, you have to go to your Twitch inbox and tell us your player name. Otherwise, you won't get anything. Next winner is Filler73. Wins 500 Ice. Congratulations, Fillers. You're amazing. You did it.
Lucky
You worked so hard. You toiled, and you won. Player name. Third winner of 500 Ice is... Come on, man. All right, we'll give it to him, but we'll do another winner. He's literally like 2 minutes away. Reverium. He could walk here and take his ice and carry it back to his house.
He should.
But
We'll expect you in a few
Reverium,
minutes.
you won Ice again, which is completely messed up. I don't need your player name. I know your player name. Wins 500 Ice. That's Hacks.
It is. That's
All right.
just not right.
I call Hacks on that. He's got something with Moobot. We'll do an extra winner.
He cracked a deal with
He
Moobot.
cracked the Moobot.
I was watching
I mean, not
though. It
Moobot.
was
It's what is
legit.
it? Twitch giveaways app. All right. Jeff DJ wins the We Don't Want to Give Ice to Reverium Ice. Congratulations, Jeff DJ, for the extra ice. We need your player name. That's all the ice winners for right now. But we do have a reveal
I can't wait.
coming up.
put my face in
So
here with
just
you.
to give people some context real quick for anyone who's new, every hero in Vainglory will get a skin if they don't have one already. And every skin theme has 3 tiers. So the first you can buy with ice, but the rest you have to play matches, earn cards, or get those cards with glory, which is the currency you get for playing games, or with ice, which is the paid currency in the marketplace. So you have to collect cards, trade in those cards to unlock the tier 2 and the tier 3 skins for a hero. So this hero that we're about to show is
Paragon Catherine Tier 2.
Paragon Catherine Tier 2. So Tier 1 is already in the game. Lady Wabish will be happy.
She better.
All right, Paragon Catherine Tier 2. So really quickly on a high level, the story of these skins is if Catherine went back to the Storm Queen, if you follow the lore, you care about this if you follow the lore.
Yeah, guys, if you haven't read what little Catherine story we've revealed, she disobeyed her queen and went out and killed the queen's sister, and then went Ronin. And how she made it to the Halcyon Fold is not yet revealed, but we decided to tell the story of Paragon Catherine first, which I think is a good idea because. And remember, skin lore is not canon lore. This is not what actually happened to the hero. This is the dream or the what if. And when Chainsaw was designing Paragon Catherine, his what if was, what if he went... Am I on camera?
Nah, you're not on camera now.
Okay. What if, Catherine went back to the Storm Queen and begged forgiveness and was received back and became a knight? And when I was writing this...
Before you get into the full story, because we
Yeah.
want to show the video, and then you
Yeah.
can talk through the video.
Okay, do that.
But, so the first one is kind of like her as a soldier in this army. And the
Right.
second one is her as kind of the right hand of the queen.
Mm-hmm.
And then the third is completely insane.
Yeah, we're not going to reveal the third today because it is just...
The third is
I don't even know how
completely banana sandwich, which is very typical for this art team. But, all right, should we show a video?
Yes.
All right, so a little bit of in-game video, just a taste of Catherine Tier 2. It's all about the model changes here. It is all about just kind of like... Catherine, I think, is technically Hero 001. I think is the very first hero of Vainglory.
Yes, she was.
And so this just kind of makes everything fresh and new again. Catherine has really come back in the meta in a huge way.
Yeah.
And now you'll be able to play with a completely different arc shield, with a completely different outfit. There comes a blast tremor. This is a very OP build that we're not seeing right now. Zooming around, doing all sorts of crap. But yeah, just the completely different outfit. She's got kind of like the crown on, the different color scheme. Just really fun to, make it feel new again. So what's the kind of backstory here?
Well, you'll remember that in Tier 1, she's got this golden armor on, and it looks very joyful and very sunny and happy. And for me, what this was really about, like a parallel story for me, was like, what happens when you go back to your ex? You know what I'm talking about? It's like when you lay there looking at the ceiling at night going, I wish I could beg forgiveness and get back into that relationship that I've outgrown. And so, when you dream of that, imagine that Catherine dreams of going back into her old job. And what happens? At first, it's very cool, right? It's very jubilant. It's very golden armor. And yes, of course, you can come back to me, and we're in love again. And then Tier 2 starts to get a little darker.
As the blood starts spilling?
Yeah, and you start to realize that, the same stuff that you broke up over is still there. And so the story that we'll tell about Catherine Tier 2 reflects that.
I like that story.
Yeah, and what happens in Tier 3? 3. I don't speak well, guys. I'm a writer. Anyway, Tier 3 is banana sandwiches.
Tier 3 is completely nuts. And Holy Souls, yes, Tier 3 will have effects. We'll have a new effect suite on it. For sure. That is Paragon Catherine, Tier 2. Congratulations to...
Vainglory!
Vainglory!
Yay!
Bye, Zekin. We miss you.
We miss Zekat. We definitely miss
You better be
Zekat.
watching.
All right, so I think that is pretty much going to wrap it for today. But what I would appreciate is if everyone could do a big, super evil mega raid for the Haley baby, who is streaming Vainglory today. We're going to go hang out with her, play some more games. So if you haven't gotten enough of us embarrassing ourselves in the game that we made, you should come and hang out on the Haley baby stream, one of my favorite streamers. So please go to the Haley Baby's Twitch channel and type Super Evil Mega Raid. I'm putting it in the Twitch chat right now. So go there, and you have to go there to be able to chat with her. She does have ice to give away. She has a ton of ice to give away. So if you want to win more ice, go over to the Haley Baby stream. And that'll do it for today.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye. Thank you for joining us. Go check out the Haley Baby.
Bye, guys.